Did Sony let Canon take charge again? Have they once again delayed the a7S III? Well, rumors indicate that Sony is postponing their announcement of the a7S III until, guess what? Yep, after Canon's EOS R5 and R6 announcement. Let's get into it.
Delivering informative capability-based reviews and tutorials on camera gear, filming techniques, and content creation.
Hi, I'm Simon, and this is The Ordinary Filmmaker. If you're new here, subscribe to get notification of new videos like this one as they come out so you won't miss any news. And all the links to everything I talk about in this video, including gear discussed, are placed in the description down below. But before I get into today's topic, I'm still giving away this Canon EF 50mm f1.8 STM lens. Contest ends July 31st. Subscribe to my channel for your chance to win. That's it. Other details can be found in the description down below. Sony Rumors published a news story a few days ago restating that the a7S III will be announced before the end of June. Today, though, Sony Alpha Rumors said that Sony has decided to postpone their launch of the a7S III until later in July, sometime after Canon has announced the R5 and the R6. Now, Sony Rumors hasn't had a good track record with regard to rumor accuracy, but does this surprise us? Could we see Sony doing this? Why would a company like Sony postpone their announcement of cameras that are designed to exceed customer expectations? Why give their competitor, Canon, first dibs to announce cameras expected to exceed their customers' expectations? Sony is in effect getting out of the way for Canon, letting them have the limelight, letting Canon get all the news coverage, be first in line. If you were in charge of Sony and you had an announcement scheduled, would you move it to let your competitor make their announcement first? Would you do this if you had a big announcement, an announcement of products that you have said countless times would exceed customers' expectations? I certainly wouldn't. If I had something to exceed my customers' expectations, I wouldn't postpone. I'd double down and hype up the announcement. I'd leak out major capabilities in dribs and drabs ahead of the announcement. I'd use the global economic situation to drag out the hype and work the market into a frenzy. How likely would a company like Sony, a company that has led the industry with innovations for so many years, take a backseat to Canon? Canon, a company that has been largely releasing minor updates while Sony has charged ahead, offering frequent updates and gobbling up market share. The term cripple hammer was christened based on Canon's perceived crippling of key features. Did Sony Alpha Rumors get it right? They claim that they're 100% right on this one, citing previous accurate sources. Has Sony ever done something like this before? On April the 20th, earlier this year, Sony scheduled a press conference to announce their cinema-based products. The press was expecting a tease of an upcoming Alpha camera. The event didn't take place. You see, Canon scheduled their virtual press conference on the same day, only 1 hour later. Awesome, right? Great for the consumer. We get two leaders making announcements, one after the other. Yeah, no. Sony quickly moved their announcement to April the 30th. No matter how Sony might spin the date change, it looks like they turtled, yielding their position to Canon. It's not out of the realm of possibility that Sony has decided, once again, to delay the announcement. We have 1 week until June the 30th, and there's no sign of an invitation. There's no sign of anything. I'm willing to concede that Sony has once again changed their date to follow their competitor. I was expecting to get some sort of virtual press conference invitation some 2 weeks or at least 10 days prior to an event. And we've got nothing. I really don't expect Sony is going to drop this without some sort of fanfare. After all, these cameras are designed to exceed their customers' expectations. Choosing the name Alpha for a camera line suggests dominance, power, and the leader of the pack. It's a term in the wild that we use to describe animals that take dominance over other animals. So far, in 2020, Sony is suggesting it's anything other than an alpha. Alphas don't yield to challengers. They put up a fight. They dig in. From previous news releases from Nakashita to Sony Rumors, we know multiple cameras have been registered. The first camera expected to be announced is the a7S III, followed by the a7 IV, and the lower end A5. And I know many of you disagree. You don't think we're going to get an A5, or you think we're going to get the a7 IV, but all the rumors so far are indicating we're going to get both cameras this year. Will Sony announce the a7S III in 7 days? Did Sony Alpha Rumors get it right this time? Or will Sony announce the a7S III after Canon's marketing hype machine has died down? Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. But that's it for now. Don't forget to subscribe to have your chance to win this 50mm f1.8 lens. Thanks again for watching The Ordinary Filmmaker. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you for watching The Ordinary Filmmaker. All equipment used and notes are placed in the description box, show more box, or down arrow thingy next to the title on the mobile app.